Hey y'all, it's your girl, Darcel Radiant, and I'm coming in to drop a little harvest of love for the month of October. So day one, God had me talking about, you know, if you want to be with somebody, if you kind of liking somebody, that you should make sure that they are the type of person that you would want to become, because the two become one. Um, the second day, God had me talking about, we, and having a mindset of we, if you preparing to be a husband or a wife. So I'm like, God, what we doing today? So today we just gonna read this I'm gonna read this little excerpt for you, and then I hope you will be able to maybe apply it to your own dating situation, because you know how it is for us unmarried people out here in these streets. So I'm going to read the Song of Solomon. Yes. Chapter 8. And I'm going to start at verse 2. And it simply says, I would leave thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who would instruct me. I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. Okay, so that's from the Bible. That's the Song of Solomon. That is chapter 8. That is verse 2 and verse 3. And the only thing I got from that is we need to keep the fire burning. When we do find that person, when God do bring our kingdom spouse to us, our husband, for the ladies and for the brothers, when God bring you your wife, keep the fire burning. I know things can get difficult, and I know things can get rough, but I think what God is saying is that when I bring you the one for you, keep the fires burning. Now I'm going to read this just one more time, and then I'm going to be off of here. So we read in Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 2, and it says, I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who would instruct me. I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. Okay, so, this is what God's saying. It's like the words that come out of your mouth, make sure they sweet to your partner. Make sure they sweet. We can get mad, we can get frustrated, we can get annoyed, we can get agitated, we can get all that. I think what God is saying is that make sure the words that come out of your mouth to your spouse are sweet. What they say, they said, I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate. Make sure the words that's coming out of your mouth will be sweet to your spouse, even in the hard times. Sometimes, there's a scripture that says that a soft answer will turn away wrath. I'll post that up there in the comments. Up above when I get through. But what God is saying for this month, the harvest of love, keep our words sweet to our spouse as much as possible. Men, talk to your women when you meet her, when God brings you that spouse you've been praying about, you've been whining about. God, I want a good woman. God, send me a good wife. I want to be a husband. When God send her to you, make sure you talk sweet to her. Make sure your mouth is sweet to your spouse. Okay. And ladies, we know how the brothers can get on our nerves. But if you've been asking God for a husband, then our words have to be sweet that's coming out of our mouth. So I'm going to read this passage one more again. And I hope it's blessing you, because you know what? God is blessing me, because I didn't know what he wanted to share. But he's saying, make sure that the words that come out of your mouth are sweet to your spouse. Because if we asking for something and we praying for something and we believe in God, all us unmarried folks, I know a lot of us, we've been asking God, when is my husband coming, Lord? And the men been like, Lord, when you going to send my good woman, my good thing? God is saying, make sure your words are sweet. How you speak to them, it matters. So I like this. It says, and this is Song of Solomon, chapter 8, and it says, I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate. I bet if you say that to your kingdom spouse, it might stop an argument. So I think what God is saying is to simply let your words be sweet. Let your words be sweet when you are speaking to your spouse that God is going to bless you with. If you asking God for a spouse, if you're praying about being a husband or being a wife, these are some things that we can hold dear to us and be wise. It looked like the world and God's people, they both getting divorced. Everybody like they losing their mind when it comes to marriage. But I believe God has a special thing for marriage in this season, because the Bible also says that two are better than one. Yes, he does say that. So I'm going to read this one more time just because I like it, and then I'm out of here. It says, I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine, of the juice of my pomegranate. I just love that. So make the words sweet that come out your mouth to the spouse that God blesses you with. If you asking God for a husband, if you asking God for a wife, brothers, I think God just wants us to know that we need to watch our mouth and make sure that our mouth is saying sweet stuff. So, Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verses 2 and 3. Go read that. Read that to your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or somebody you like. Read that to them and see what that does. See what that sweet talk off your lips, how that can be a blessing to the person that you say you love. Okay? So, harvest the love. This is the month of harvest, October. We harvest in love. And so here's my little tidbit for that. Watch your mouth. Make sure it's sweet when you speaking to the one that you believing that God is going to send to you. Make sure your words are sweet to him. Okay? And go read some Song of Solomon and see how you be blessed with it. All right, I'm out of here. Peace and love.